Hi, and welcome back to the Ultimate Frontline Leadership Training Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Quinn, and today we're going to be talking about step number 4 in my Management 101 series, Celebrate and Document. Now, I created this series in order to teach frontline leaders how to organize and manage a team effectively. I stopped managing professionally a few years ago and started working as an employee to get a better insight as to where the malfunctions in the system seem to be. So I started working for some of the largest companies in America so I could get a great representation of what's happening in the industry today. And what I've learned is nobody is teaching people how to manage. They're teaching people how to fill out paperwork. They're teaching people how to do certain tasks. They'll teach managers how to do functions like cooking chickens, cooking on the front line, make beds, how to rotate products. But what they don't teach you is how to manage people. And that is the heart of what managing in the front lines is all about. You're managing customers, you're managing employees, and you're being managed by your boss and their boss's boss. So there's a lot of management going on, but nobody's teaching managers how to do it. And so I decided, well, that's a simple thing to fix. I'll just make some videos and show people. And so that's what I'm doing. My Management 101 series is all about the basics of management. I don't care where you work. If you're managing people and you're managing on the front line, so you're dealing with customers too, these are the things you really should be doing. Now, you could skip some of these things and be fairly competent, but man, if you do all of these things, you will be a unicorn. You will be the best manager in the building because you'll be touching all the bases. So this last step, step number 4, really cements the whole thing together. So if you saw in the first few videos, you needed to create some kind of a workflow. And that usually entails having a to-do list. You may have checklists in your company, and they may want you to do things, and they'll have checklists for you, and that's wonderful. Most companies, most of the large companies I know have these checklists. But that's not everything. There are going to be some things that are not going to be on that checklist that you're going to need to take care of, and that's where the notebook comes into play. You're going to carry a little notebook inside your pocket. It's usually not any larger than one of these post-it things. You're going to keep it in your front pocket, and when something comes up, you're going to whip that puppy out and you're going to put a note in there. It's also going to help you remember about customer problems or customer's name. A lot of things that you're going to find from day to day are going to be important. You're going to put in this book. So you're going to have one book is going to be your to-do list, and on the other side of the book, you're going to have these memos to yourself that are going to remind you what customers' names are, repair items, signage, anything like that comes up. This notebook is going to come extremely valuable. It's also going to help you in the documenting process, which I'm going to show you here real quick. So anyway, you did your workflow, you assigned some tasks, then you followed up and you made sure that those tasks got done. And then now, what do you do after you've done your rounds? And an hour before everybody goes home, you start going around and following up and finding out if things got done or not. Now, if they did their job correctly, you're going to want to reward them. You're also going to want to do this publicly so that people know that when you do something right, you get rewarded. Also, when you do your follow-up and you're inspecting things and you're opening drawers and you're looking underneath cabinets and you're moving boxes around, you want to make sure that people see you doing this as well, so they're aware that you inspect things and you inspect them thoroughly. You just don't walk around with your hands in your pockets looking and going, okay, yeah, great, thanks, guys, and then walking away. You're going to move things around, open drawers, move boxes around. You're going to make sure that, the products are first in, first out. You're going to make sure that the employees are carrying out their duties according to company specifications or even, health guidelines. So that's what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your hands, you're going to be moving things around, you're going to be inspecting, you want to do this publicly. And so when you go to reward people, you're going to reward them hopefully right away. You're going to be saying, hey man, this job looks really great. Whoever, you organized this, Phil, man, this is great. Everything's first in, first out. You highlighted the dates that things are due to expire, what have you. You're going to emphasize the fact that they really did a good job, and then you're going to want to reward them somehow. Toss them a candy bar, toss them, if this is stuff that they're supposed to be doing every day, little rewards are great. You're not going to give them, $25 gift certificates to everybody who does something great that they're supposed to be doing every day, because you're going to run out of gift certificates very fast. So, I usually go to the store and I buy a big bag of candy, and, people love chocolate. And, you can either ask them, which one would you like? Or you can toss them 2 or 3 of them and say, man, this is really good. I'm going to give you 5 of these suckers, man. This is a great job. All right. And that's going to be, a way to show people that A, you inspected it, and B, you appreciated it. All right. Now, what happens if they don't do a good job on something? Well, that's going to be really important too, because if they didn't do a good job and, they still left things bad or whatever, this is an opportunity for you to go in, grab a towel, move boxes around, do whatever needs to be done in order to say, okay, you see this? This is how it's supposed to be done. This is how I want you to do it. Now, I know you just saw me do this, so I'm going to expect this type of result from you in the future. All right? Are we on agreement here that you know exactly how I want things and this is the way it's supposed to be? And they're going to nod yes, and you're going to go, okay, great, and put that in the book that you showed that person exactly how to do things right, so that if in the future they go, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that, say, oh no, on January 12th, I showed you exactly how to do that. So I don't understand, I showed you, you agreed that you knew how to do it, and now explain to me again why this didn't get done correctly. And if they have no explanation for it, then go, okay, great. It goes into the book. They didn't do it correctly. And then, you're going to, the next time you assign that person something, you're going to remember, yeah, they didn't do it great. Assign them something again and know that, okay, remember, I'm going to come around at 3 o'clock. This is before you go home at 4. I'm going to make sure this got done correctly. So what happens when you get an employee that just refuses to work hard? They just refuse to do things the right way. They just go, oh, well, it's just the way I do it. What happens when you cannot get this person to improve their work? Well, then we go into documentation, and that's what I'm going to cover in the next video. So hopefully I'll see you there. All right. Have a nice day.